Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 12 and question number 13 from exercise 3.2, and these questions belongs from 12th class maths. Given 3 multiplied by a matrix is equal to sum of two matrices is given to us. So it's the equation which is given to us, and we have to find out the value of x, y, z and w. These are the unknown. So first I wrote the given equation here. So first we'll solve them. So for that I multiplied the 3, and you know how to multiply a number by a matrix. So this 3 will go inside and it will multiply by all the elements of the matrix. So we'll obtain this, and after equal to, in right side in the given equation we have sum of two matrix. So we have to add them. To add them, the corresponding elements of both the matrix we have to add. For that I added x plus 4 and then 6 plus this x plus y minus 1 plus z plus w and 2w plus 3. So I added corresponding elements of two given matrices in right hand side. Now here in left side also one matrix and in right side also one matrix. That's why we can compare the corresponding elements. So from there we will get 3x is equal with x plus 4, and from here we can get the value of x, and after the all simple calculations we obtained x is equal to 2. So this x equal to 2 we obtained when we compared the A11 element, that is 3x equal to x plus 4. In the same way now we have to compare 3y and x plus y plus 6. So since two matrices are equal, so conclusion is 3y is equal with x plus y plus 6. From that we obtained this. Now here the x value we know now. What is that? 2, which we calculated. So instead of this x we will write here 2. This 2y I shifted in the left side, and from this simple shifting and calculations we obtained y is equal to 4. Now next we have to compare. We have to find out equation, that is 3z is equal to minus 1 z plus w. So that gave us this equation. Now from here z we will shift here. So I shifted and we got 2z equal to we obtained 2z is equal to minus 1 plus w. And since we don't know the value of w as well as z, so we cannot substitute to solve it further. So we'll assume it as equation 1 and we'll leave it. Now the last element of the matrix, that is 3w is equal with 2w plus 3. So by making them equal we obtained 3w is equal to 2w plus 3. From here we got w is equal to 3. Now this w, what we are going to do, we will shift this w here so that we can get the value of z. So I wrote here on replacing w equal to 3 in equation first. So I wrote first equation 1, and instead of w I replaced here 3, and that gave us z as 1. So we got z as 1. So like this we got all the variables, that is x is 2, y is 4 and z is 1 and w is 3. So like this the question number 12 is completed. Now we move to the question number 13, and mark it as important question. I am repeating, question number 13 just mark as important. So what's the question number 13? Just let's start. If fx is equal to a matrix is available to us, its meaning is f is a function in terms of x which is defined as a matrix in which the elements are cos x minus sin x, and all these are the elements. So it's a function, and we have to show that fx multiplied by fy is equal to fx plus y. Now what is the meaning of this? Now students, fx means the variable is x. Now fy means instead of x, if we replace here y by y, then we will get here fy. So I want to say, I am just writing here and I am explaining. So if we want fy, if we want fy function, then how it's going to be changed? Instead of x here, only y will replace. So we will get a function in terms of y like this. It's going to be cos y minus sin y 0, and then sin y, cos y, 0 and 0, 0, 1. Like this we will get the fy function. So conclusion is if x is there, that time here the angles are also x, and if you want to create fy function, then instead of x we are going to write down y. Now in the same way, if we want, let me erase this. Now if we want, so I just try to explain you what is the meaning of fy, so that I hope you might understood fx and fy. So like this we will create in further steps. That is going to be our left hand side and in right side. So when we multiply these two matrices, that is fx and fy, we have to create it and we have to multiply. The resultant should give us fx plus y. Now what is going to be fxy? X plus y. So if you had x, that time here the angles are x, x, x. Now if you have x plus y, that time the angles will replace by x plus y. So it's going to be, means we want this result in right hand side. That is, if we want x plus y, means we have to find out x plus y, cos x plus y minus sin x plus y, and then here 0. Let me shift it a little bit. 0, and then here is going to be sin x plus y, and then cos x plus y, 0, then 0, 0, 1. So this is our target, means fx multiplied by fy. When we proceed, at last we have to find out this result. So if you are able to get this result, so conclusion is it's going to be the function fx plus y. So we'll start the process. So it's just I just try to explain you what is the meaning of x plus y. Simply the x will replace by the x plus y, and if we want fy, then x we have to replace by y. So I hope it's clear to you. Now we'll start the solution, actual solution. The actual solution is here fx is this is given to us, and we have to show fx multiplied by fy is equal to fx plus y. So we'll start the left hand side. So left hand side is fx multiplied by fy. So here fx is given to us, and fy means wherever x is there we will replace it by y. So we got these two matrices. Now I hope it's better for you to understand how I got these matrices. Since they are in multiplication, so two matrices we have to multiply. Now multiplication of matrices, I think you are now familiar about this. Many questions we had solved. So what we have to do is, from the first matrix we have to use only the rows, and from the second matrix we have to use the columns only. So from first matrix, first row multiplied by the first column will enter here. So it's going to be corresponding elements we have to multiply. So cos x multiplied by cos y, that is cos x cos y, then minus sin multiplied by sin y, so sin x multiplied by sin y, and then 0 multiplied by 0. So like this I entered. Now first row multiplied by the second column, here we have to enter. In the same way, first row multiplied by the third column will enter here. So corresponding elements you have to multiply. Cos x multiplied by 0, then minus sin x multiplied by this 0, and then 0 multiplied by 1 is 0. In the same way, the second row multiplied by the first column will enter here, and then again second row multiplied by the second column will enter here, and the second row multiplied by the third column will enter here. In the same way you have to do, you have to corresponding elements you have to multiply. Like if you have to multiply first row by first column, then how it's going to be? Sin x multiplied by cos y. First this sin x will multiply by cos y, then cos x will multiply by sin y, and then 0 will multiply by 0, and that entries you have to write down with plus symbol in between. In the same way, sin x multiplied by minus sin y here, then cos x cos y here, and then 0 multiplied by 0. In the same way, third row multiplied by the first column, so 0 multiplied by cos y is 0, then 0 multiplied by sin y is 0, 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. So all three are 0. In the same way, third row multiplied by the second column. So 0 multiplied by minus sign y 0. Then 0 multiplied by cos y is 0. And 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. So all are zeros. Then third row multiplied by the third column. So here you can see the two terms are 0 and one term is going to 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. So like this multiplication we had done, and students, matrices multiplication is it's not so complicated. It needs some practice. So until you have to practice it by your own self without seeing any misreference question solutions, until you have to try by your own self, it's going to be very difficult. So I request from you all that matrix multiplication, at least this you just try by your own self. Remaining if you are copying, it's okay, but matrix multiplication is it's easy if you will try it by your own self. So once it will fit in your mind, you will never forget it. So just try it as soon as possible, because further questions are going to be more difficult level will increase exercise to exercise. That's why whatever concept we had studied up to now, you must be clear out by that. Now see the result. So after the multiplication we obtained this matrix. Now when we observe it carefully, it's cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. 0 is not a meaning. So this is the formula of what? You might know it. Once you just recall, I'll show you. It's a formula of cos x plus y, that is cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. So instead of it, we'll write here cos x plus y. Now here, if you take minus common, so it's going to be here positive and here also positive. So cos x sin y and then sin x cos y. Alternate they are appearing. And if cos and sin appears alternate, then it's going to be the formula of what? Once you just recall, is going to be formula of sin x plus y, that is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. So it's 11th class formula. So if you take minus common, then this expression will convert in the form of sin x plus y, and here it's 0. And in the same way, this is it's alternate if they are appearing, that is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. Alternate the cos and sin is appearing, means it's a formula of sin x plus y. Then same sin and cos is appearing, so it's a formula of cos x plus y, because when minus is there, that time cos is going to be in middle, it's going to be positive with cos. So it's a formula of cos x plus y, and then remaining simple calculations you can understand by observing. So now what we obtained, as I explained you earlier, it's a function in terms of x plus y. So it's a function in terms of x plus y. So we will replace it as f x plus y. How we replace? Because of from equation 1, which is given in the question, that I assumed as equation 1. You can see the solution, and that's our right hand side. So left hand side and right hand sides are equal. So it's completed. So I hope this is clear to you. If you have any problem, you can write in comment. Thank you for watching.